Ladies and gents, and welcome back to Into the Wolf Time! Well guys, it is a wet and miserable day in my neck of the woods, so I thought, hey, let's do an Into the Wolf Time episode, A, to keep me busy, and B, to show you guys some awesome miniatures. But guys, just a quick one before we start the rest of the show. I am still doing the miniatures, the commissions at £20. That's right, if you haven't heard already, I've capped my miniatures, my custom conversions, my custom commissions at £20. That's 20 quid. That's all it'll cost you. It's cheaper than Forge World, it's cheaper than GW, and you get an awesome custom miniature. Got a bit of interest so far, but like I say, because it's Christmas, I'm slashing the prices. Normally, custom minis are negotiable in terms of price. They normally end up being around about the 30 or 40 quid mark, but I've completely slashed that and capped it. So basically, it's 20 quid for a commission plus postage to wherever you are in the world. UK postage is normally only going to cost you an extra 2-3 quid, something like that. Worldwide, again, not that much, mainly because the miniatures are very, very light and they don't actually cost that much to ship overseas. I send all my miniatures on first class Royal Mail, so you guys should have it in about 3 to 4 working days of me actually, after the payment has been processed and after, well, obviously, completion of the miniature. I accept money through PayPal only because I find that is the safest way to do it these days. And yeah, just give us a PM, guys, if you want it. Or if you want to, contact me via my Gmail, which is in the doobly-doo down below. More details and stuff are there in terms of commissions and stuff as well. So yeah, guys, in terms of what's on my desk at the moment, I've been busy. I've got 2 miniatures I'm going to show you. And to be fair, they've stretched my modelling skills quite a bit, and they're just awesome, and I'm really, really pleased myself, and I want to share them with you guys. But guys, before we get onto that, let's crack off with today's hobby tip.
You wanna press.
Okie dokie guys, today's hobby tip, I'm going to be showing you how to make Nurgle stuff, like Nurgle pustules and Nurgle like warts and just general rottenness. I did have another hobby tip planned for you guys, and I actually fully recorded it, but it was the biggest pile of shit I have ever recorded on video, so that will be deleted. It will be stricken from the records. So yeah, basically what we're going to do is we're just going to start with a lump of green stuff. You will need a lump of green stuff, whatever you're putting it on. You will need a biro. You will also need some kind of pokey device, some kind of pokey tool. Now, what we're going to do is we're just going to take this piece of plastic here, and we're just going to press it down. I'm just going to just make it over a surface area like that, and I'm also going to zoom in for you so you guys can see a bit better on the detail. Let's just spread it out a little bit more. No, it's not going to move around. Right, the first thing I'm going to show you guys is how to make like the rotty, like the pock marks and stuff, and this is really, really easy. Essentially, what we're going to do is we're going to take a pokey device such as this. We're going to move all this shit out of the way. I'm going to take a pokey device like this, and all we're going to do is we're just going to jab at it like this. And it's really, really easy. If you guys, I mean, this is a basic technique, but it works really, really well when done in patches. So as you can see, well, you can see my fingerprints in it for a start, but that goes once you poke and jab at it for a while, and it makes like the horrible, like, looks like, you know, worms and stuff have been in it. You might want to press down lightly, press down harder, you get a more defined hole. And just generally, just prod at it until you're happy. The next thing that I'm going to show you is this is one of Pidge. Pidge likes me doing this technique. This is one of his favourites. Now what I'm going to need some kind of biro or some kind of pen that I can take the actual ink out of. So here we go. So what we're going to do, we're just going to take this out like that. So we have a big end, fucking focus, and we've got a small end. Now with the small end, what we're going to do, again, we're just going to press into the green stuff with it like that. You get these little pock marks. Now you might think, what the fuck, you're just pressing it in. However, what we're going to do then is we're going to take our knife and we're going to, in fact no, we're not going to use that one. We're not going to use that knife, that's too thin. We're going to use, there we go, one of these, and we're just going to put lines coming away from them, like this. You can press quite firmly into the green stuff when you're doing this as well. This basically makes them look a bit more raised and looks like they've got a bit more definition. Like that. But really, you can do this technique with anything that's hollow. Absolutely anything at all. And as you can see, you build up this like really nice ridge effect, and it makes it look like really nasty pot marks. Again, what you might want to do as well is in this middle bit here is just basically just prod that down to like make it look a bit more rotten. Basically all you're doing, guys, is just texturing. You're just texturing, that's all you're doing. There we go, like that. Now, to get the really big pock marks, you're going to use the bigger end of the biro, and essentially what you're going to do, you're just going to press it in like that, and you're going to just wiggle it around a little bit, and boom, you've got a really, really big pock mark. However, that looks better when there's a lot with it. Oh, I should have wet this better. Oh, fuck it, I don't even care. I don't give a shit anymore. Right. So we're going to press this out like that. Now it works better when you've got a bigger bit in the middle, so we're going to blob that in like that, give it a bit of a wiggle around, and we're going to take our sculpting tool again, and we're just going to like that. And we're going to basically make it just so that it all comes out from the outside. Try and keep, I mean, you don't have to be even at all, you can just, oh fuck, I just realised that house hardly in shot there. But what happens is, because this is so raised up, when you paint it, especially if you ink it or wash it, what will happen in this bit here, in this recess, all your ink will pool, and if you use some gloss on it, it looks really, really good. There we go. And what you can do as well, if you want, you can just like drag it out and drag it down and make it look really nasty. But you could use that as an eye if you wanted to, and then you could even go a step further if you wanted, and you could use the inside you could use the inside bit of the biro. So basically take that off, so you've got just the pen part, and you could even do pocks. Then pocks of like a nice mark of Nurgle there. They look like nipples! Try nipple attack! But yeah guys, so that's this week's hobby tip. You know, hope that it helped. Hope you guys do some like Nurgly stuff, do some really cool like warts and general nastiness. What the fuck is on my hand? Ew. Anyway guys, thank you, and on with the rest of the show. Okie dokie guys, yeah. Excuse the fucking horrendous mess on this. Literally, I can't get anything in because I've been doing commissions and stuff recently. So literally, my desk has been an absolute state. So hang on, let me just give it. There we go. Oh god, things are gonna fall over. Things are gonna fall over. There we go. I've got a 20p. I'll have that. Right guys, so the stuff I've got to show you today is actually pretty cool. I'm personally really impressed with what I was able to achieve with these. However, I've touched two of the things that I hate the most. I hate the most. The first thing I gotta say, I'm still having withdrawal from it. I was in shock. Basically, I decided to enter Marneus Augusta Calgar's new community project, and it's fantasy, so I had to use a Squarespace. Oh, I feel filthy. I feel a bit sick. But yeah, so basically, what I've done, this is a Nurgle Sorcerer, because he wanted different miniatures from the different various races and stuff like that, so I thought, hey ho, let's fucking build him a Nurgle Sorcerer. So basically, I had a look on Google Images and see what I could find, and a lot of Nurgle sorcerers, they always tended to be these really big, fat, horrible, bloated blokes, and I was like, do you know what, I'm going to go the other way, I'm going to make like a really skinny one, like he's really malnourished and really ill and stuff like that. So I made this guy. Basically, it's made out of, well, probably about, I'd say 80% green stuff. The only bits that are plastic are his head, the ribs, and both the arms. That's it. But yeah, essentially, he's a Nurgle Sorcerer. Let's have a look. Zoom in a bit closer. Get a bit closer, like. Okay, let's start at the from the way I built him up first. First of all, I got a lump of green stuff, plopped it down on this piece of rock sticking out. And I just started sculpting into it with my sculpting tools and my rubber tip brushes and things to make it look like he's like riding this big kind of, well, basically it looks like his legs have turned into a mountain of filth. So as you can see there, he's got like little growths and stuff coming out, he's got some rot going on down there, just some general nastiness, and it's like, dribbling over the edge of the rock, makes it look really gooey. Then what I did, I got a rib cage from a skeleton warrior, and I stuck it on there, and then I stuck a zombie head on there as well, and then I left it, because what I thought, let's give him a cape, but I do capes far too often. So I thought, let's give him like some kind of coat. Let's give him some kind of like, maybe he found like a piece of rag on the floor and he's like made it into like a makeshift garment. So basically what I did here, I laid the green stuff out and I pulled two little holes in it and wrapped it around him to give him this like flowing cloak thing. And as you can see, where I put some other stuff, there's like stuff poking through, which gives it a really cool effect. I might do some more detailing on the back of his coat actually, just to make it a bit more interesting, but time will tell. Then what I did, I obviously stuck the arms on after that, because obviously it would have been a ball like to fit the arms around it. And then I started work on his staff. Now I didn't want it to be completely over the top because it's only a Nurgle Sorcerer, he's not a main centerpiece for an army. But what I did, I made this staff here, used a zombie head and two skeleton heads to make obviously the Nurgle symbol, which is the upside down, the three kind of skulls for the three circles for Nurgle. And what I also did was I stuck these spears on. Now I only realised until after I actually did it that he's waving around a giant Mercedes-Benz symbol, which is pretty cool. I thought it was quite funny. But yeah, so rotted up the staff a little bit, did some work with the spearheads and stuff, and then left it at that because I didn't want to detract too much from the actual miniature. Then on the other arm, what I did, I decided, because it just looked a bit wrong, it needed some more rottiness, so I gave him all these horrible growths and stuff. Now these are literally just balls of green stuff that I smoothed out and over with my rubber tip tool, and it made a really, really cool effect. And he had this open palm hand from a zombie that I had, so I thought, let's make him look like he's conjuring like a little Nurgling or something like that. Now, I actually gave this Nurgling, too close, Focus, there we go. I actually gave this little Nurgly face thing, this little Nurgly thing a little face. Now, that was achieved literally by just prodding at the green stuff until it resembled a face. I had no idea what I was doing, but I think it turned out pretty well. He's kind of melty, like holding like a blob of slime. He's got a horn in it, he's got some eyes going on, which is pretty cool. And then I came to do the cowl. Now, I was going to give him like a wizard's hat, like, maybe he's like a corrupted wizard or something, but I gave him just like this piece of material draped over his face, and the folds form naturally, and gravity did most of the work for me on that one. It just looks really, really cool. And you can only see part of his face, which is great. I really can't wait to paint this one up, actually. It's going to be my first attempt at painting, my second attempt at painting Nurgly stuff, because I did that commission like the other year for that Nurgle Demon Prince. But yeah, so that's the Nurgle Sorcerer that I did. Please let me know what you guys think of it. I was really impressed personally with the way I did this. The folds and the coat are really nice, and various other things I was just really, really impressed with. So yeah, please let us know about that. Now guys, the second thing I want to show you, this is my commission. Now this is the other thing that I didn't want to touch really as well. Basically, I had a guy ask me, hey, all my mates have got Dark Vengeance, can you make me an awesome looking chaplain with the same weapon loadouts in Dark Vengeance? So I came up with this guy here. Now, I've used, I love using the whole blasts and stuff, especially with plasma and melter weapons, they look awesome. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit. This is probably one of my favourite models that I've done, actually, even though it is Dirty Dark Angels. Yeah, there's so much going on. It's a really, really busy miniature. The cape turned out really awesome, and the fire on top of his like backpack turned out really awesome. And just everything about him, the purity seals, all the incense burners and sticks and things hanging off him. Just a really awesome miniature. Even the Crozius Arcanum was really good. I had ideas to use the Crozius Arcanum that I got off my Space Wolf Jump Pack Marine, but I was like, it just doesn't look epic enough. And one of the things that I do like to do, I like to try and make really epic, huge Final Fantasy-esque weapons and stuff like that. So that's what I did with this. So I made it really, really big with quite a small shaft. Alright. So yeah. That's what he turned out. He's obviously running forward, really dynamic. So his cape flowing out, he's got his loincloth flowing out there. All the bits and bobs that he's got attached to him are all jangling about all over the place. Looks really, really cool. Especially with the epic Plasma Blast of Awesomeness coming out. The guy is doing like a winter-themed Dark Angels army kind of thing. So I gave him like some fur. Not like Space Wolf style fur, the long fur. This is like the plucked fur effect that I use. Just to make it look like something a bit different. So I used that on the shoulders. And it really beefed him out. Really made his upper body look really massive and really heavy and just basically fucking awesome. And then I was like, right, what am I going to use for the top of it? And I originally had a little Dark Angel symbol sticking out there, but it just didn't look epic enough. It didn't look centerpiece enough, didn't look commander-ish enough, so I was like, fuck it, let's just make something really awesome. So I can't remember what this bit is, and this is another type of incense burner, but I thought, fuck it, let's put some fire coming out the top, and obviously the fire is flowing the correct way as if he was running forward. Then I was like, you know, it just still doesn't look right, so I made his backpack extended a little bit more with some little skulls on these little, I don't know what you call these little doofers, but yeah, so I thought that looked really, really cool as well. The cape was a fucking ball. Like, it took me about 8 attempts to do, and yeah, I eventually pulled it off. Now, I wanted a helmeted head to go with this guy, and I didn't. I personally don't feel like, if you're doing a character or a centerpiece for now, I don't think that you should have a helmeted head, unless it is like, you know, obviously the chaplain's skull helm, because I just don't think that it does the model justice, because it should be a centerpiece for your army. The model should have loads of character, loads of influence, and be really charismatic on the battlefield. So I did this like head with this cool hood going on, because it's very Dark Angelsy to have a hood. But yeah, guys, let me know what you think on this one. This one's really, really cool. I was really impressed. It's one of my favourites that I've done. But yeah, this went for the low price of 20 quid. Obviously including postage and packaging, it's going to be about 22 quid, something like that. So yeah. Again, guys, I know I keep mentioning it. If you guys want any custom commissions, please let me know. But this is the kind of scale, this is the kind of standard that I will work towards. So yeah, guys, please let me know what you think of both of these miniatures. Also, I'd just like to add, I still have some stuff for sale in regards to old models that never got bought. I think I've pretty much sold this one here. That went for 20 quid. I've still got this guy here for sale. This guy is a commission that never got purchased, but he's got obviously all his magnetized weapon options. If you don't, go to the last video that I put out before this one, and you will see the pricings and stuff, and you'll see a bit more detail on them. I also still have Mortarion. Now this guy's going for 30 quid. Again, capped. Something like this would normally cost about 60 or 70, and the doorbell's going. So yeah, guys, please let me know what you think about this, and I'm gonna go get the door in a second. See you in a sec. Right. Yeah, guys, sorry about that. I thought it was the postman, but no, my dreams were shattered when it was the man to read the gas meter. But yeah, anyway, guys, so let me know if you are interested in the Mortarion conversion. Again, more detail is on the previous video. He's going for 30 quid plus postage and packaging. But yeah, this is an awesome miniature, guys. This is like probably my most favourite big commission that I've done. But yeah, please let me know, because it would be awesome for one of you guys to get this. Yeah. So anyway, that's pretty much it now for Enter the Wolf time, apart from the Ask Me Anything section of the show.
Okay, guys, it's now time for the Ask Me Anything section of the show. The part of the show where you write into me and you literally ask me anything. And this time, we're rocking Post-its. Right, okay, guys, let's kick off with the first question. The first Ask Me Anything question is from Mobilius, and he asks, what would you rather be, the Hulk or Iron Man? Now, that is an extremely tough question for me because they are two of my favourite Marvel characters. Insanely favourite characters, I love them both. You see, I always think that the Hulk would be good because if anyone pisses me off, I can just Hulk out and just crush their skull like a grape. However, it wouldn't be really that good because I get angry a lot of the time. So, yeah, it wouldn't really be that great because I would just end up being the Hulk 24/7 and rampaging, and I'd end up causing a lot of mayhem and hurting a lot of innocent people probably. However, Iron Man. I thought the dog was around my legs then. If I ever was Iron Man. Now, Iron Man is a different story because I'd be Tony Stark for a start. And you know, Tony Stark is a smooth bastard. He is a smooth criminal. Now, with all his tech and stuff, I think the Iron Man suit is awesome because you do get to fly about and things. It's got all the rockets and the lasers and all the crazy mad shit. And you got Jarvis to talk to as well. That's fucking awesome as well. I think out of the two, I'd probably choose Iron Man. It would be awesome to be the Hulk, but only if I could control it. I'd turn it on and off, like the rage and stuff like that. So yeah, I think out of those two, it'd probably be Iron Man. That would be amazing. I'd just fly around all day and be like, hey, want me to lift that car for you? No problem. That'd be fucking awesome. And then I'd go and smite all my enemies as Iron Man, and I'd crush their skull like a grape. Because Iron Man can do that too. Okay, guys. Question number 2. This comes from the Wargamer 1. And he asks, how drunk would I have to be to get on my knees and beg Phil Kelly to put the Lehman Russ back into the Space Wolf Codex? I don't think any amount of alcohol would make me do that. Just because I think Phil Kelly's an absolute twat for doing it, and I wish he was dead. If anything, what would happen is I would get really, really drunk and go and bash his head in with something like a brick or a chair or a small midget or something I could get my hands on. I'd just be like in a drunk rage, like, I'm Phil Kelly, I'm gonna hit you with a stick, you fucking nubbin! Put the Space Wolf, the Lehman was exterminated back in the Space Wolf Codex, you fucking wanker! Yeah, so I don't think I'd get drunk and do that. I think I'd get drunk and eviscerate him, just completely smash his skull in, and then piss on his brain. Yeah, that's what I'd do. That's what I'd do with that. Okie dokie, guys. This next one comes from good old Reality Bites. I love Reality Bites questions. They're always so fucking random. They're absolutely brilliant. Really makes my day. Yeah, Reality Bites asks, if I were a robot for 24 hours, what would I do that I couldn't do as a human? I think just for 24 hours, like, as in if I was to wake up one day as a robot in a lab or something like that, I'd break out and I'd go on a rampage. And I would go on a fucking awesome rampage. I would go to all the people that fucking picked on me in high school, and I just fucking kill them. Like Terminator style, just put a bullet through their head. Or do you know what, I might make them suffer a little bit. I don't know, I might like twist their dick off or something, or fucking shove my metallic fist so far up their ass it came out of their mouth, grab their tongue and pull it down and lick their own ass with it. I'd probably end up doing that. I'd go to the House of Parliament and fuck that place up because the British government is just shit at the moment, and I'd basically make myself supreme overlord. And then what I do, I would encode. Do you know what? I just fuck things up in general. But go back to my enemies would be pretty nice. All my old enemies from high school, go and fuck them up. So yeah, that kind of answers that question. This next question comes from Max Dammit. Now, he basically asked me, you know, as a wargamer, we all have unpainted stuff that we never get around to painting. He asked me to show him, or show you guys, my unpainted stuff. Now, the truth is, I tend not to start a new project until another project is finished. Commissions take out of the equation because I don't personally paint them, and that is the client's job if they so wish to. But yeah, so in terms of unpainted stuff, the only things that I've got unpainted at the moment, well, I'll tell you what, I'll show you guys. Okay guys, the only unpainted stuff I really have at this moment in time that is my stuff personally, not a commission for someone, is my command squad for my Allied Space Wolf list. You guys saw these on a couple of last episode. There's Major Chip Hazard, Major Jax Pliskin, Iroquois, Lieutenant Major class, or whatever he
Snake says. By the way, though, guys that guessed Snake from last episode, they were actually correct. I've never seen Escape from New York. Everyone was saying that, so, but I'm guessing that Hideo Kojima, Konami, whatever you want to say it, got that from that film. But it was Snake and Jax from Snake from obviously Metal Gear Solid and Jax from Mortal Kombat. The next unpaid thing is actually for my Grey Knights list, which I've not actually used in a while, which is my Inquisitorial Chimera, which is this thing here when it focuses. Yeah, I've just never got around to painting it because, as you guys know, you newer guys might not know, but the older guys, the guys who've been subscribed for me for a long time, will know that I absolutely fucking hate painting vehicles. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it in regards to what I've got that needs painting for myself. Oh no, also my Joseph Bugman that I got at GW HQ. I need to paint him. But to be honest, I actually haven't got a clue on how to paint dwarves, so I'll have to look into that. You'll probably see him painted on a future episode, quite far in the future. But yeah, guys. So I found another one, and also my Inquisitorial Demon Huntress, which I really don't like the look of anymore. Me and Pidge were discussing the other day how shit this model actually looks when you look at it close. It looks awesome when it's painted on the GW site, but just look at the fucking legs. They're just too thin. Way too thin. That's armour on those legs. Her legs would be literally like twigs. So yeah, we don't like that. So that's probably never ever going to get painted. But yeah, guys, thank you for watching the show. Again, as always, leave your questions in. Oh, let me zoom out a little bit. Let me zoom out. As always, leave your questions in the doobly-doo down below for Ask Me Anything. And yeah, I will see you guys again soon. See you now, guys. Goodbye.